Hello again, welcome to today's attempt of our Stepdle puzzle. This is the 17th of these puzzles I've solved this year. On the 16th attempt, all of my starting guesses began with P, which was the 16th letter, so of course today they're all going to start with Q, so this might be a bit of a challenge, but I like a challenge. That does mean we're going to be using a lot of U's. Let's start with a quip. I'm not going to start with quiz, even though I do like a good Z, just because there's limits. I'm just so likely to get 4 greys that it's a bit pointless. So we'll go for quip instead. I cannot believe I've got the I and the P right. Wow. I mean, it could be trip or clip or ship. So we still could be in a hard mode trap here because none of those have any letters in common with each other apart from the IP. So let's just go through them all one at a time. I mean, it could be snip or slip as well, couldn't it? Ah dear. Okay, at least we got the S finally. Oh, it is snip. So that wasn't the original 3 options that I mentioned, but at least we got there after only 5. That could have been an even worse hard mode trap. Right, what's a 5-letter word beginning with Q? How about Kanat? I think that's Albanian currency, but it's nice to go with a word that doesn't duplicate the QU beginning. Oh, the one time! Should not have duplicated the A's. That's very annoying. I'm now going to find out that there is a U in this word, aren't I? That would be very frustrating. Let's go for lumber. Oh, it's only a 5-letter word I'm looking for. What's a blonka? Okay. Cruel. Oh, there is a U after all that. That is so frustrating. Right. How about bulge? Oh, the ULE is in the right place, but nothing else. That 4th letter's got to be an S, hasn't it? My finger was on the pulse eventually. Right, I'm going to use the same tactics I used on the 5-letter one. We'll do another currency that is not a QU. This time it pays off because we do get the I. I suppose we still could have a U. So let's test that theory. How about impure? Ah, we don't have a U, so I'm glad I didn't do that on the first guess, although I've clearly just wasted all of my good work by not doing it, by using it and wasting it on the second guess. Anyway, what are we going to do here? We've got an M. It's quite likely to be first, but if it is, the second letter is going to have to be E or O, isn't it? And then we're kind of running out of places for the I and R. So maybe it's regime. I don't like duplicating the E, but there's a decent chance this is going to be correct. And even if it's not, it's surely going to be useful. It is correct. That is nice. Right. 7-letter word beginning with Q. I'm quaking in my boots. I'm not going to bother to think of a word that isn't a QU for this one. But clearly I should have done because we don't have a U. At least we've got the A and the I, so it could have been a lot worse. How about pirated? Slightly more likely to be correct than pirates, because they don't have words ending in S very often, so let's see if this is useful. It is, we do have the D, okay, very glad I went for pirated rather than pirates. We still could have the S though, I suppose. An ADE ending, that is plausible. What's the beginning of the word going to be, though? That's the other question. Something. Can't quite be disgrace. Or displace. Or misface. That's not even a word, is it? I don't know why I'm only able to think of words that are A blank E at the end. Mismade? It is common enough to be accepted. That's useful. I didn't think it would be correct because, again, it's not common enough, but it has given me a lot of useful information, which is what I was hoping for. Now, that first letter has to be the D, doesn't it? What else could it be? But this is the exact sequence that I was just trying to think of a second ago, and I couldn't think of any options. Dislace? Disface? None of those are words. Dish, perhaps? I don't know. I mean, the other option is that the D goes there, but then what would that first letter be? It has to be first, doesn't it? But then what on earth do we do after that? It could be a duplicated S, but I think I'm just thinking of dissuade, which clearly can't be correct. How have I got 4 greens and a yellow and I still can't work out what this word is? What is that 6th letter going to be? What's the 4th letter going to be for a start as well? I'm very displeased that I have displaced so many letters. Diswave? Disphase? Disface? That's just not a word, is it? No. And nor is that. Because we're missing the P for displace. Oh, I'm sure so many people watching this have got this already. Why can I not see what this word is? AGE is a common ending, but can't be correct. Dishave? Am I just thinking of misbehave? Oh, what is this word? Disfail, I'm just going to have to go for dislike. It's obviously not correct, but I just need to test the L and to double check that the D is first. Okay, it is first. That hasn't helped at all. Disease. Oh. Looking at letters we hadn't used was never going to help there because we had a duplicated E and S. Wow. Feel like I definitely should have got that quicker. Well done if you were shouting that at the screen. Oh, that was not a good performance. But I did still solve it in 17 total guesses despite using a bunch of Qs. So I was still going to take that as a win. It should have been a better win, but the disaster on that 7-letter one had absolutely nothing to do with starting with a Q. I just had a blind spot for the word. But we have now solved the puzzle. That is Stepdle. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.